Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I want to thank all you beautiful souls that participated and donated in the other night's live read. It was so fun and beautiful, and I want to congratulate the sweet man that's going to get a puppy. That's so adorable. You guys, you are so vivacious, alive, and sweet, and just darlings, and I want to thank you so much. Okay, I want to dive right into this because this is really great. Ian was actually discussing some things with me this morning, and we came up with a fantastic topic that is, what's my attraction factor? Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, otherwise, or a combination? We're going to see what allure you hold towards the people you're drawing towards you, because everybody has that fascination factor, that little it factor, something that makes them oh my goodness, the cat is scaling the edges of this. Whatever, I'm not going to be distracted. But everybody has that wonderful factor about them, whether they can be highly athletic, intellectual, humorous, artistic, something that is just, you know, a kapow factor for somebody who's observing you. So let's find out. And we have 4 choices today. We have, I'm trying to move the boom with me. So I'm going to read a quick snippet on each of these after, so you can choose 2, because the imagery in the title is beautiful, but also the beautiful little saying that goes along with it in the book is also really gorgeous. And I've already memorized quite a bit of these because they're so impactful and lovely. Like I'm just stunned by the beauty of these. So number 1 is Radiant Moon of Compassion. Number 2 is Sisters of the Sun Rising. Just isn't the artwork just utterly just dreamy and drapey and flowy and sublime? I love it. Number 3 is Sounds of the Fierce Flute. I love that, just blue grays and oh, gorgeous. Number 4 is Sweeping Sister Willow. I had like upside down dyslexia for a moment because I was reading it upside down. So I will give you a quick snippet on each of those, and then you can just decide that way, because I love the little sayings. And sometimes it's the wording that compels us towards the choice too, because it can be an element of feeling that we are experiencing right now as well. Okay, so Radiant Moon Compassion, and the card number is also 23 if that holds any significance to you. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace where you naturally belong. You are urged to use this power now to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that could draw you down. We could all use some of that, right? Yeah, just remove ourselves from any of those skeezy lower vibrations that are distracting. Okay, now we're on to the Sisters of the Sun Rising. That is all. That is number what's the number on that card? 28, if that's significant. Okay, you are highly creative with the potential to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects, your work, your dreams, and your hobbies. The power of collaboration, choosing to work with others in joint projects, allows for your synergy to occur where you can grow stronger and become more than the sum of your individual parts, calling in great cosmic assistance and potency. You are guided to remain open to the other souls joining forces with you, just like Sisters of the Sun Rising that bring great energy and help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, with that much wonder can occur. And I feel that really strongly. Like I have soul sisters that I just connect with immediately. Eleni, who I met on the beach, honest to goodness, Cherry, who I've only known a short time, but she's a beautiful artistic soul, and she's a gorgeous and really, really resplendent light worker that is trying to convey messages of love and twin flames. And also people like Dara Doe, who are unique individuals that receive very profound messages for such a young person, and she's amazing. And again, like Hops Tarot, incredible soul. And these people are all on a mission, like most light workers. Like we just all of a sudden feel compelled to spread messages, and I've got to tell you, this compulsion and this thing is immediate. It's like, get the camera, get whatever, and you just start talking. Half the time you don't care what's going on around you. It's immediate, and it's passionate, and it's robust. And this is very very, very in sync with the Sisters of the Sun rising, because when you work in a group or a connectivity with others in this, it's magnified. So it's amazing. So now we're on to number 3, which will be, let's go the right way. Sound of the Fierce Flute. I love that. I love the word fierce. I love it. I love it. I love it. Number 29. So that's my birthday. I was born on the 29th. So if that holds significance to you, that number, you can use that as well. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your spiritual intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values and spiritual destiny without getting caught up in distraction. If you wish to grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, abundance, then discerning between higher and lower vibrational choices is helpful. Absolutely. And as you ascend higher and you really listen to your intuition, inner voice, and spirit team, it'll guide you to those higher vibrations and the messages that are truly meant for you. And it kicks the distractions just out the window. It's wonderful. So number 4, your 4th choice is Sweeping Sister Willow. So that is number 31, if that number is significant to you. Sweeping Sister Willow gently brings you healing and forgiveness and release of old pain right now. Let her branches gracefully sweep away sadness and pain from your heart and soul. Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and cleansing sadness and healing of forgiveness is a pathway to greater freedom right now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to gift yourself with the help of Kuan Yin. Absolutely, now is a time for absolute huge purges of emotional residue that we don't need. Old forgivenesses, we just have to say, I forgive myself and others for whatever, and release it. It's really the time of cleansing, creating a void, sitting with that void, allowing it, and then slowly letting things that you're hyper discerning about into your field so you can protect your energy and your guidance. So those are your 4 choices, so I'll let you choose. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will be starting right down this end with the compassion. So I will let you choose, and then we will get your cards and decide what about you is your attraction factor besides, you know, the physical, because usually it does begin with the physical in terms of people just noticing something about you. It can also be a laugh or something, but it's something pretty tangible, right? A walk. People have certain types that they're attracted to, but that can change significantly when they get to know you on a different scale. Okay, so let's see what we have going for you. We have, oh, nice. We have the King of Air. And again, I want you to know, everybody out there, you can choose all of these and just take the tidbits that resonate with you, because that's what's important, the messages that resonate in you. And lots of times we are a beautiful kaleidoscope of a lot of different ideas and you know, it's almost like when you turn a kaleidoscope and all the colors and the pieces start to come together. We're not just one aspect of that. We're the whole. We're just constantly evolving, and we're like the wheel, and we're just going and going and going. So this is beautiful with the King of Air and the Chariot. Definitely. And this is beside your physical. They are attracted to your intellectual capacity. You're obviously someone who can retain information and convey it in a very special way. Almost like a teacher. Probably quite a few of you are a teacher in some way, shape, or form, or a parent that has learned to govern their thoughts and streamline them and what comes out. Because some people, you know, when they're in large families, and if they're not taught to govern and control their emotions, they just talk to talk. And then when you just use words unwisely, people cease to really listen to them because they don't really serve a purpose. They're just words, right, in any old way, shape, or form to hear themselves speak. So they should have some kind of cognizant value, some kind of emotional value. And I feel like when you speak, it has impact because you choose your words wisely. You're discerning about what you say. And this person also with the Chariot, they're attracted to not only your physical, but you have a combination here too of your passion that governs you and really it eggs you on, it speeds you on, it really lets you get to your proverbial finish line of whatever it is. If you set something in motion, you're going to finish it, or at least you're going to carry it as far as it can conceivably go, because that's a huge attraction factor to others to you, is you're very goal orientated. You set those goals, you don't make them so and the cool thing is, it's like you're not out there putting everything on blast. You simply say, I'd like to do this, and then you quietly behind the scenes, you set your plan and you march towards it. Very, very capable with your King of Air, your well thought out plans. And also, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm hearing very strongly. You are a supreme animal lover. You're someone who has this strong connection to animals. Whoa. And it's very attractive to others because you know, the way you speak of animals, almost like they're people, and you love them and they're like your fur babies, that type of thing. Your affection and kindness towards animals is a big draw to you because it shows your capabilities towards love and affection. And it's great. You know what I mean? It's very strong. It's very powerful. So those are some of your qualities that they really find amazing for you. I'm sorry, in you, and what is attractive. So let's see. And then I wanted to pull you a beautiful goddess card. And you got Ariane, mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way is through. Again, that's your power-packed self picture. You know what I mean? Your self-dialogue is, I got this. I can do this. I know the way. I'm going forward. I use clarity of thought. I keep others in the spectrum when I'm speaking, so I am not being careless and hurting anybody's feelings. You're very, very thoughtful, and that is a very attractive quality to others. That's beautiful. And you have one more message too. I love these. Believe in the magic. This is one of my oldest decks. I absolutely love this. And this is about you digging deep, reaching in, and realizing that we're never alone. We're always connected. We always have these spirit teams that are cheering us on, and all we have to do is ask for their help and they arrive. Wow. So that's you guys. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Oh, I love it. Yeah, you're very magnetized in just, you know, you have a lot of gravitas when you speak. Your power of suggestion is very powerful as well. It packs a lot of punch. You just have sway because you choose your words wisely, and you're a very thoughtful individual, and that's very attractive to others. So beautiful energy. If you're new to the channel, you guys, welcome, and don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. Also, there's a little notification bell. You just tap that and it'll bring you to all the notifications when the new videos are up. And the little gray arrow at the bottom will bring you to all my links to my private reads. Thank you guys, all you guys yesterday for your, I have a full roster of private reads, like all right in a row yesterday. It was really, really nice. But I need you guys to know too that I always get back to you. The longest it takes me 72 hours, usually only 2 days, 48 hours. And because I just clear it, I go 1, 2, 3. They take precedence over everything when I get these, because when you send your message of what you want for a private read, that says to me you're ready. Then that energy is with you. Those feelings are with you. They're impacting you at the greatest when you reach out for my help. So what I do usually, I'll read it over and over, and then I sleep on it, and then I ask my guides and angels for guidance to pre-read, and then I like to jump right on that, usually the next day or the day following, within 48 hours. So just to let you know, my timeline is not a long wait. That takes precedence over pretty much everything else, because you're asking then, so I think you should receive then. So just to let you know that everything else, Instantgo, if you go on there, I have a great little family on there. Boom, 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 you get your answer within an hour or two, especially if it's something like I'm going to an interview right now, I'm going to this and that. My Etsy page, you guys, I want to thank all my great viewers for ordering jewelry and all your beautiful feedback. I make all this stuff, and I wore this on the live feed the other night. If you want to check this out, this is one of the most tremendous pieces. It's aqua aura quartz, and it's heated and fused with gold and silver to give it its bluish color. It starts out as crystal quartz, and this is a great channeling stone, and one of the reasons that I made this, and I wore this the other night, and I've got to say it had some amazing effects. It was like a kapow right in the third eye. I love that. But yeah, if you like handcrafted jewelry, and I believe in the vibrations of stones from deep in the earth and deep in the ocean, absolutely 100%. They definitely are effective, and they're healing, and they're great for so many uses. So anyway, you guys, everything is down there. And Patreons, thank my new Patreons for joining as well, and my old faithfuls, I love you guys. We're gonna have chat night this evening. I'm gonna post up what's going on for you guys, because I adore you. I do like what I do when I do live reads, but I do that for my Patreons, and we just hang out and talk, and it's really, really cool. So I'm going to arrange that for you guys tonight too. So love and light to this first group, and again, feel welcome to listen to all of them, because they're all going to incorporate different things that you can relate to as well. It's just part of the tapestry of who we are. We're never just one person, right? Some days we're delightfully feminine, masculine. It doesn't matter if we're male or female. We all have super compassionate days, and then we have some days where we can't even look another human being in the eye. It is what it is. It's our reality, and we're transforming, and it's really beautiful. So very nice, you guys. Beautiful energy. So now we're on to number 2, and this is a significator, so Ian can know too. Sisters of the Sun Rising. So again, you're a highly creative being. If you remember from the beginning, this is part of your allure and your attraction factor. You do raise the vibration and the consciousness of others and the planet through your creative works. I feel like you guys are writers, you're painters, you're also other tarot readers, you're channelers, you're esoterics. You bring great energy and help to humanity through your group endeavors. When you get together with others, I feel like the oscillation, the frequency just goes higher and higher because you galvanize people into action, and then ideas just start to really, really expand. So let's see what they find attractive you. I'm using the Good Tarot today. I absolutely adore this. Ooh, yeah. So again, yeah, your passion, you're a beautiful mix. This is very attractive to people of you have intellectual capacities, kindness. You're a very structured individual, but you're very fiery, and you have a beautiful motherly or fatherly instinct about you too that's very kind and caring. And that's super attractive because one of the number one attraction factors in every single study is the fact that somebody is kind and caring. You've been around those people that are just selfish, me souls? It's almost like there's a vacuum or something's going on in the room. It's a disbalance in the energies when someone like is there. But when someone who's warm, caring, and kind is there, they kind of fill the air with this beautiful saturated color and warmth. I can really feel that in auras of people like that. And it's palpable. Your caring is palpable. And also one of your huge attractions, besides you're very physically attractive to a lot of people as well. I always feel like fire signs and wands, they have a vivaciousness. They have a fire that's within them, but it's also their passion that makes them glow. You literally glow because you're so stimulated by your ideas and creativity that it's like you're a huge magnet for people and passion because it's contagious. Passion is highly contagious. Humor is highly contagious. All those wonderful things that have to do with humans treating other humans, wonderfully and caring for them and opening doors for them and cheering for them and all those things. And you're that type of person. You're that person that somebody's going to call if they're having a moment because you're going to help figure out a beautiful solution without being a judge, without being judgment. That's another thing that's highly attractive to you. You're not sitting around judging people. When people come to you with a problem, you're like, you did not do that. You would never say anything like that. You're like, okay, well, let's go about repairing this. You know what I mean? You're very practical about that. And you don't have time to judge people. You're too busy being friggin' fabulous and rocking out in a major way. And people notice that. The petty is so below you. Those low vibrations, you don't even practically notice them at all unless they're right in your face. And then you just blow them away. You're like, bye. Part of this is due to the fact that your soul is filling up gradually, daily, more and more and more. You have this aspect about you where you're like a sponge. You want to know so much about, okay, well, how does this work? And what does it mean when this, my third eye is open, my fifth eye is open. Why am I feeling this? This is intense. Why do I want to help this person? Why am I so connected to this individual? And you're learning and you're expanding, and it's really, really beautiful. And part of that is, yay, is because of this. Sekhmet, you are the red lady, pure strength. You honor your anger by giving voice to it, which means you don't sit back and you're no way, shape, or form ever going to be a doormat for anybody. You have this very enticing spirit about you where you know what is good, you know what is right, you know what is integrity driven. Therefore, you're not going to listen or be complacent. You're going to speak up, and nor are you going to be swayed by somebody else's crazy dogma out there. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I went online the other night, and thank goodness for Cherry, because she just erased this guy, but he was like a born again. So what I found amusing was that somebody is blindly trying to espouse their dogma when they have no idea what a true spiritual message is, when that is for everybody. It is not inclusive. It's not, it's not exclusive. It's completely inclusive. It is for everybody. The love, the joy when we're trying to raise each other's vibration, that's the sort of, like, I take on a more Buddhist aspect of that, of what goes around, comes around, lift, help, applaud, expand, all that. So when you get people in your face with their dogma, you're just like, that's very nice, thank you, I'm glad you have your thing, I'll see you later. You know what I mean? Because those people can be brainwashed, and they're like automatons. They don't even know of what they speak. They simply heard something, and because they have no intuitive strength, they just glom onto that like a parasite. So just be dismissive of that, because that will always come up. A lot of you are walking into your spiritual power. Just be wary of who you share that energy and those ideas with, because there's a lot of people that are just closed mind, and they don't deserve your time, attention, words, or your heartfelt expressions. And you're going to be able to recognize that, yeah, very, very easily. So that's you guys' beautiful energy, high attraction factor, and in fact it's elevating. You're going higher and higher in these capacities daily, so that's beautiful. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also the notification bell. They'll let you know when all the new videos are up, and the little gray arrow will bring you down to all my links. It'll bring you down to my Etsy store, where I have all this handcrafted jewelry and everything like that. I was telling the first group, I love this. I wore this on the live read the other night because it's clear crystal quartz, and then it's fused with gold and silver under high heat. And this is fantastic stone, this aqua aura quartz, for channeling, for just spiritual messages. And I've got to tell you, it was really powerful the other night, because there was huge fluctuations in mood. And yeah, if you're really into stones and natural crystals, go check out my shop and my Patreon page if you want to support the channel. Thank you, Patreons. I adore you guys. I will see you guys tonight on our live chats. We do all kinds of fun stuff over there. I adore them. It helps support the channel, and I can't thank you enough. And also I have an Instantgo. It's a fantastic service where if you just need a quick one to answer right away, that you can go on. And I told the last group too, when you book a reading with me, it never takes me over 3 days. It's usually within 24, 48 hours. That takes precedence. I jump on those right away, because when you send me your message, I feel like that's when you need the help. So I don't like that energy to linger. I jump right on those. So you guys never have longer to wait than 2 days. Ever. I don't think I've ever passed the 2-day mark with that. So just to let you know, if you want to book a reading and you're really feeling something, that you'll get your messages quickly, because it's important. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So love and light to you guys. Again, feel free to watch all of them. They all have different messages that you can incorporate into your realm, because a lot of people, again, we're not one-dimensional. We are so multi-dimensional. So that's why we have all these hopes, dreams, feelings, all these things that we exude for others, and things of that nature, for sure. Okay, so love and light to this group, and we're moving on. Okay, gang, now we are on to Sound of the Fierce Flute. I just love that. And funnily enough, I feel like this group, some of you might be musical in this. I'm just seeing guitars everywhere. Like, I feel like a lot of you are singers and guitarists too, which I can say right away, that's part of your attraction factor, is your creative abilities in terms of music, writing, and all this stuff. This is a very cool group. But another thing I like about this is if you remember back in the reading, discernment. You guys have a high power of discernment. So you're aligned with your spiritual intentions right now. It's really draws to you. You're really true to your values. You're not swayed by, again, the prior group as well, anybody else's empty dogma stuff, that where people are just brainwashed and they just espouse these notions. They really have no true nature in knowing. You know, they just go with the flow. They want to be part of a group. You're very good at going, well, that's very helpful. Thank you. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? You understand higher and lower vibrational choices, and that's so helpful to you, because that draws the people to you that require your help, because I feel, again, that a lot of you guys are light workers too in this group. You just really have a calling and you're true to it. Again, yes, look at the nature that surrounds you, the Empress nature and the star nature. That's phenomenal. Wow. Yeah, you have a sort of magic glow about you, again, and it comes from your interior and your true faith, and knowing that you are of a help to humanity and others. And again, I feel like you just have a kindness factor that goes through the roof. Like, you are very all encompassing. It's for animals, it's for people, it's for everything, it's for our earth. I mean, I feel like a lot of people in this group like to you know, you're vegetarians, things like that as well, because you're really caring, or you're trying to become vegan and vegetarian. You're trying to better everything as a whole. You know, it's wise to be accepting of all of life and not to judge people in situations, good or bad. And you get that. And that's this capacity, because empresses can't go petty. They don't have time for that. There's no way in hell. They need the broad scope factor of what's going on. So your deep reaching and thinking capacity is highly, highly attractive beyond your physical. You're obviously very physically attractive too, but it's like you get that big picture right away, that high perspective, that really high frequency thing could, because you realize a challenge can bring you great growth and opportunity, which becomes a blessing. That's how you see it. So when someone's being difficult, you're not like, oh, this petty ass fool, dismissed. You can work and see through. Okay, you understand hurt people like to hurt. People that feel lonely want others to be lonely. They want others to experience. People start to mirror. You have that scope. You have a lot of intuitive insight, and that's highly, highly, highly attractive to people, because that brings in balance, and that brings in deep emotional intelligence, and it helps you to be of great help to those around you, and keep peace, and keep that higher reaching focus, because the star is all about realizing the magic that comes with the magnitude of streamlined and selective thinking and action. Because when you always do the right thing and you think on you're high-minded, you create a whole different atmosphere wherever you are. You bring the stature of the party up, the room up, the conference up, the business up, because nothing is dirty looks, sniggering, gossip, ever. You just do not have time. You're way too high-minded for that. And you understand, you integrate all kinds of knowledge into stuff, and when you're around, things just get better and better and better in all kinds of funny ways. You like to beautify, you like to, you will shed light where it needs to be shed. And this is highly attractive, because it takes balls to walk into a room and go, oh no, this whole thing's upside down. This backwards thinking, this is not happening. Listen, this is how the path can be rectified. Let's try it this way, right? You just do it. You have the courage of your convictions. You have a lot of sway. There is a lot of power in the written word too, and I feel like you do that for yourself to help guide yourself as well. And I love this, and this is your goddess that is helping you along the way too. Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and I accept all that I am. That's super powerful, right? I'm lucky. I mean, it took me decades and decades to go, oh yeah, I'm so temperamental. People say things like, wow, you are so together. You can juggle so much and do this and that. When I go on a temperamental whirl, I am literally that crazy, whatever that dude is on Bugs Bunny that goes, the Tasmanian devil. Like, I get so wrapped up, and then I go at warp speed. My one thing is I have to regain self-control and step back and go, you know what, you don't have to do everything at once. And this lets you know, hey, if I just stand in my truth and I come from hail, honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love, all will be well. I've got this. I am here to handle myself and situations with balance and regality, and you've got this. You know what I mean? You bring in a lovely elegance, whether male or female, a polished individual, beautiful. And people find that extremely attractive, of course, because there's enough people in Walmart and sweatpants out there. We need a little bit of polish, right? A little bit of elegance on this planet of first jerseys and New Jerseys. All right, so love and light to you guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video, and also the little notification bell so you know when all the new videos come in. And down at the bottom there's a little gray arrow that will bring you to all my links. It'll bring you to all my Etsy store with all my beautiful handcrafted jewelry, all my rings, crowns, natural stones. Yeah, everybody was going crazy for this aqua aura quartz necklace the other day that I wore live, and it's beautiful for channeling and connectivity to spirit. I love it. Yeah, so go down there. And also, as I was saying before, on my reads, I get back to people usually within 24, 48 hours. I think my longest ever might have been on a third day once, just because of high booking. And it's because when you send me your request and your questions, I feel like you're at the apex of wanting them. You have reached a point of pain or absolute wonderment where you need an answer. So that energy is fresh, and it's palpable to me. So I like to act when I feel like that's all resonating so strongly. So there's no long wait at all. I mean, that takes precedence. And also, I have a lovely service that I adore on Instantgo, where I can get back to you within an hour or two, and I text message you. I do you a quick read. If you have an urgent state, you're going on a date, or something's just bothering you and you want an answer right then. I love that service. It's great. And my Patreon page, if you'd like to support my channel, I want to thank you new Patreons that just joined, and my old Patreons. You guys are superb. I love you. It supports the channel and helps me to be able to make more videos and spend more time doing this. I absolutely adore it. It's my main focus and vocation right now. So I want to thank you guys so much for help supporting the channel in every way and donating. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I love you guys, and I can't thank you enough for your comments. Keep those comments coming. It's a way I can connect with you on a really remarkable energy level. And the more you comment and we have discussions, I feel your vibrations. I feel your energy out there, and it's working gangbusters right now. And I really appreciate your beautiful comments, you guys. You are amazing, amazing. So that's your group. Beautiful. Get rocking out there with your Empress energy. It doesn't take force. It doesn't take the louder voice. You know, sometimes those who speak less in a conversation, especially a debate, they have more impact because they're not just talking to talk. They're using higher reasoning and they're using their intuition to make the right choices and direction for the group as a whole and or an individual, because they're there to help. That's their main goal, and that's your attraction factor, because you super care. You're way up there with the stars. You're beaming, glowing, and you're helpful, and it's amazing, and the world needs more people like you. It's astounding. People are stepping up, and it's impressive as hell. We love it. Okay, so now we are on to Sweeping Sister. It's funny when I try to read stuff upside down, and it takes on a whole nother meaning. Sweeping Sister Willow. Okay, so this person gently brings healing and forgiveness, and you release old pain. So one of your qualities that's highly attractive too is you don't carry grudges. You realize it's like adding a rock to your backpack. It gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and you're not going to do it. You're saying, I want to travel light. I want my spirit to feel clean, polished, shiny, happy, and I want to move on. So you don't hold grudges. You're not mired down in that. People, it's really weird, in their aura when they hold grudges or they're hateful or spiteful or whatever, they have like a murky grayness about them, and there's a weight to their face, like their skin almost looks like it pulls them down. Their eyes become almost like a basset hound. There's something that over time weighs them down, because the light, the love, and the open-heartedness is replaced with those lesser vibrations, and they simply become a weight on every part of your body, your skin, your heart, your organs. So by releasing that, you look light, beautiful, wispy, like a fairy. Seriously, like you are young beyond your years, because of your momentum to always look to the good, to always release the old, to go beyond that low vibration and just go, go, go. And you realize that like inner freedom is always available. You always have a choice to that. You can always dig deep, reach in and go, I'm free. I don't have to listen to anybody. Nobody's preaching at me. Nobody is trying to sway me to this, that, that. It's almost like the polite dinner conversation of we don't bring up politics and we don't bring up religion because people are so hell-bent on expressing their viewpoints. That's fine as long as you're accepting of others' viewpoints. Nobody needs dogma whiplashed around them, because then people put up walls. And that's why we have all these fractures in society, whether they be racial, religious, and all those things. But you're a super free thinker, and that's a high factor in your attraction, because you're not busy sitting there categorizing, putting things in cubes, boxes, and you could care less at this thing. You've got your own thing going. You know that you're a free thinker, and you allow others to have that. And forgiveness will raise your vibration. It sheds those old energies that drain you, and so all your power is available to you. So you literally you're literally out there just glowing and shining, and it's amazing. So this is beautiful, and it's the energy that comes of this as well. And this is Dakini, and this is the enlightened feminine. This is for male or female as well. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. So you listen to yourself intuitively, and you don't need people, places, or things talking at you or around you, because you understand that you're divinely guided. You trust yourself. You don't need anything else. You've got it all under control. So I am going to choose to. It's so funny. The cat is like laying on my other cards. I did know where they are. All right, I am going to reach over here and get. Here we go. Let me give these a shuffle, because I thought it's so funny. I put stuff down and then like the cat starts going, oh, beautiful. Yeah, this is part of your energy. You're a reflective, beautiful soul, and you want to go in and you want to align yourself, your third eye, your fifth eye. You pretend that you are beautiful reams of golden and silver light, and you ask for help for your guides, and you receive it. because, oh, look at this. Beautiful. I can't even believe it. Of course, this would be the next card. Oh my God, the sun. Yeah, you are radiant and resplendent in all your endeavors because they are truly guided absolutely 100% from hell. All, you know, you're all about honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love. And you're like, if it's not about love, if it's not about cool stuff, it's not about spiritual stuff, if it's not about vibing, helping, and elevating and all these awakenings, you just don't have time for it. You don't care what the Kardashians are doing. You don't care politically who had some kind of snafu. You're not into others' embarrassment, which I find very, very cool. I remember when I was in a place at work where everybody was aggressive, I would tend to go towards that. I would watch like housewife shows and they were very aggressive and yelling. They were always drunk and crazy, and I thought it was entertaining. But now when I see it, I can't even watch it. It's so sad to me, and it's so demeaning to them as humans. Other women, especially attacking each other socially and in all these crazy things, and it's terrible. And some of them would be mentally ill or have addictions, and other people would be making fun of it. And now that's horrifying to me. But when I was in that mental place of people being around that in my environment where I worked, I got to that level. You know what I mean? It was that energy that you sunk into. But now that it's like I'm not around any of that influence or that negativity, and I'm just around my cool family and animals, I feel like I've stepped in the sun. And so do you, because you're like, you don't have time. Why would we make time for anything other than the lightest, the brightest intentions and ideas, right? And you gather that and you literally emanate some kind of light, and that's your attraction factor. And it is tenfold. And I mean, you're going to have crazy power of persuasion. You're going to be able to get so much of what you want through manifestation and just suggesting it to others, like, hey, why don't we go here? Hey, why don't we do this on this project? Hey, why don't you give me this promotion? And then bam, 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 bam. Yeah, when you have the courage of your conviction and your voice carries through with that intention of light and delight and inform and all that, people are like, why not? Because you're a joy to be around at this stage, and that's a super high attraction fact to you. Of course, as well as being attractive. I've found so many people that initially meeting them that I thought, were mediocre or just kind of, looked like a million other people. As I got to know them, if they were loving and joyful, I'm serious, they would radiate this kind of beauty that did not exist before. And that happens with everybody. When you find somebody comes from a beautiful heart space and they're loving and caring, they take on more animalistic features to me, like kind, cuddly things. Like my soul sister I love, Eleni, is like a koala bear. She's like a kind of bear to me that moves slowly and peacefully, and you always want to hug it. Honestly, it's very funny how we can transform, and others can transform right in front of our eyes into things of beauty and light when they behave a certain way. And your behavior is so commendable and so bright and so loving that others are super, super attracted to that. And I love that. And here's your message too. Be vigilant. That means protect this energy that you have, that you're thriving in right now. Because what happens is you do become a magnet and other people are drawn to you, but they can become succubuses and a little parasitic at times because they want the healing energy that you generate, but they don't know how to disengage, and they can actually just be like, cloying. So you have to set firm boundaries. And that's what this is about, because you do have a super high attraction factor. Good is good when it comes, but also you will have people that are very needful and they don't know when to say when. So you have to be the person that says, listen, as much as I'd like to help you, I have so many hours in the day and I will get to you when I can. Again, don't feel like you always have to be available to everybody, because a lot of people have extremely free schedules, and they just think, hey, I'll call this person or that person. So let them know, that you need time to reflect, because you are someone who needs to have your time alone to reflect and discern what your next moves are. Yeah, because you're very insightful and you like to keep that. So that's you guys. Amazing energy. Wow, wow, wow. Profound, and beautiful, you guys. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also the notification bell so you'll know when the new videos come up. And then the little gray arrow down at the bottom, if you press that, it'll bring you to all my links to my Etsy store with all my beautiful handcrafted stone and jewelry, my rings, crowns, all the fun, sparkly stuff you guys like. Treat yourself for Valentine's Day. Get yourself a nice treat. I want to thank all my patrons that frequent my shop and make purchases and send me the beautiful feedback and how much they love it and pictures of them wearing it. I can't thank you enough. And that their workmates like it and all that stuff. That just makes me so happy, because I do put my heart and soul into my work, and I really, really appreciate when you guys you wear it and you love it. I'm so charmed by that. And my private reads, as I said on the other ones too, I get back to them very, very quick, because I feel like when you're sending me your messages and your questions, that's when your energy is the strongest and you really are thinking on this and you're honed in on it and you need the answer. So I always get back within 48 hours, 72 hours at the longest, because I feel like I'm tapped into that energy as well, and that we're trying to find solutions together, my guides along with your guides, and then it's just answers are just streaming in. So yeah, there's never a long wait, because I know some people have atrocious waits and I do not. They take precedence. And also, if it's even more urgent, I have a cool service called Instantgo. If you go on that, you text me, I have a bell that goes off and I can answer you within an hour or two. And I just text you the message, and I have a fun group on there. They're great. A lot of them I talk to daily, and they're very, very wonderful. So I want to thank you guys too for supporting me in that way. And also check out my Patreon page. It helps support the channel, and we do fun things over there. And it's lovely. And depending on the tier you join, you get personal reads. We have chat night. We do all kinds of fun things. And I love you guys to the ends of the earth. Thank you for supporting me through everything, through your likes, through your subscribes. I think Ian said we're something just shy of 150, 160 to reach 20,000 subscribers. So please subscribe so we can get there this week. And it's so fun. I'm so excited. It was like, I wouldn't have thought in the day, just like tape with my phone on my counter, like la-di-da-di-da. Oh, that's a good message. That's a good message. And then it was like, wow, you guys were so receptive, and I can't thank you enough, because we're all just trying to do one simple thing here: raise our vibration and our spirit so we can be our best people for our children, for ourselves, for the planet, for everything. And we're getting there. I mean, there's a tremendous team of YouTubers that are amazing out there. You know, Cherry, all those guys, Hobbs Tarot, Dara Doe, all you guys. Thank you guys for your participation in this, because the journey can be hard. You can wear yourself out. You know what I mean? You can just, this message has to get out right now, and then all of a sudden you feel like a squeezed tube of toothpaste. But we're all worth it, and this earth is worth it, and our souls are worth it, and our children, our animals, everything. We're all doing this divinely guided, not divided. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, you guys. Love and light to you.